So these little babies that are all over the place up here, falling down and stuff. They were born last Sunday, so they knew the same. I used the same pair as before on Mother's Day. So Sunday these guys will be a week out already. It's so crazy how time flies. I don't know how many there are in here yet, because they're still falling. They're not swimming around by themselves quite yet. But it's so crazy how time flies by. I think it's so cool how they can barely swim, but they still try to get as far as from the bubble nest as they can. It's like this one over here. They can't quite swim yet, but they're going all over the place. I have them in the 5.5 gallon tank, and I wasn't even sure if the, sorry about all the shaking. I wasn't even sure if they would breed. This is the smallest I've ever bred a betta fish in, smallest tank. Well, I had a fish when I was younger breed in a jar, but that wasn't planned. I had a pair set up next to each other, and they were canning jars. They were pretty tall, and I was too busy watching the other pairs because I had 3 tanks that I had going. I had 3 breeding tanks, and I used a huge canning jar for the brine shrimp, so I had more than enough shrimp for all 3 breeding tanks for all 3 babies all the time. It was one of those huge canning jars. Anyway, I was so busy paying attention to those ones. I had a red male and a red female side by side in a canning jar. And when I went to feed them, I saw the male squeezing eggs out of her. So she jumped out of her jar, went into his jar, and they were spawning in there. When fish breed, it's usually called spawning, but I just call it breeding because people have been calling it breeding all the time. But it's usually called a spawn. And the reason why I didn't record him squeezing the eggs out is because it's the same male as last time. Same female, same male. If you really want to watch him squeeze the eggs out, you can just go to my other video. Well, there's part 1 and part 2. Plus, the video wouldn't have been long anyway. He knew what he was doing the second time. The second I put the female in there on the Sunday morning, she went right to him and he started squeezing the eggs out, so they were done in like about an hour, half an hour. Maybe less. See if I can get a better view on this coming around this side here. Nope. He blocked the bubble nest pretty good with these plants. And yes, he blocked the bubble nest with the plants. When I put the plants in, I put them over here on the right side of the tank, and he moved them. There's no filter in there, just a heater, and the heater hardly comes on because it's such a small aquarium. There's not much water in there. There's about maybe 2.5 gallons of water that could still be put in, so there's about 3 gallons of water in here. That's it. Maybe less. He moved the plants over there. Because yesterday I was able to get her on the side in video to the babies in the bubble nest. Now, there's plants surrounding the whole nest. See, look, I'll show you from the top here. So, the right side's covered with plants. And he's got plants on the left side. That's the green right there. And it wasn't like that yesterday. But yeah, look at them all zigzagging. It's pretty neat how they can become, how something so small can become something so big like him. And then these are the ones. Alright, that's the black dragon male, red dragon male, and then that's the female. She's still got her fins nipped up pretty good, but she's healing. I didn't see any new bite marks from last time, so this one went a lot smoother. He didn't really nip her that much. And then down here's the ones that are over a month old now. I put shrimp in here. Let me zoom out. Wrong way. There we go. So that clear shrimp over there is not really clear, it's a brown color, but that's a mono shrimp. That's a moss ball. I just added some new water in here. And then I got two blue cherry shrimp. There's one of them right there at the bottom right. You see his head. There. That's the big one. That's a female. I have a smaller one too. I don't know. I hope it's a male. It would be pretty cool to have the shrimp breed, and as well as this. This is going to be the designated fry tank for growing them out to full size. It's 10 gallons, so it can hold about maybe 10 fish. And then when these three get full grown, I'll separate them. Well, they need to get a little bit bigger. I'm trying to find them. Oh, there's one up there. Right there in the back. That's not even the largest one. And I was gonna strip the algae off, but the snails, these big snails that have been eating off the top of there, off the glass, as well as the shrimp. So I'm just leaving it. They're eating it, so let them do it on their own. That fish is right there all by itself. They turned a month old on Sunday, so they're about to be 5 weeks old Sunday. It's crazy. So because I have a routine down with the lights coming on at a certain time, I'm doing it all manually, so the times change, kind of like in the wild. They're on this routine, and I had set them, the fish that was breeding, up for a week, and I fed her live worms. I had that on video. Fed them live worms. There's a fish darting to the right. So there's 2 out of the 3. I have it on video, me feeding them live food, and then dried bloodworms. Don't have a video of that, but there's no reason to. It's the same as fun and feeding them pellets. Had them in there next to each other for a whole week, and then I put her in Saturday, but he wasn't ready, so I took her out, and then I put her back in last Sunday, and then Sunday they bred. So it's like they're on a routine, so they want to breed on Sundays. It's pretty cool. I had a feeling they would breed on Sunday. I have it in my book. I wrote in my book that they would breed Sunday, but I wanted to try it on Saturday. I don't know, just intuition. I figured they'd breed on Sunday. just because of the whole routine I got going on. So it's like they know the days, the nights and days. They breed at a specific day, which is a good thing. Even when the babies are eggs and he's taking care of the eggs, I still turn the water off, the light off. Not the water, the light. Keep the days and nights going. There's so much algae in the front though of this tank. I really want to scrape it. That sponge filter will pick up most of it, the scraped off stuff, so I should. I also want to clean the bottom, but the biggest fish stays around the bottom. All that clear is how much the shrimp have eaten. This tank, the bottom of this tank was algae all along the bottom. They've been eating it all up. I'm trying to find the big one. You saw the two smaller ones. Crap. See, that one right there is pretty big, but that's not the biggest. I wanted you guys to see the biggest one. I may not be able to. Oh, doesn't look like he's gonna let me spot him at all. He's hiding. Or eating. Excuse me. Allergies have been killing me. So there's 2 sheddings in there from the shrimp, which is a good sign. That means that they're eating enough to get enough protein to shed and grow. So that's a good. So the shrimp are doing good. The amount of shrimp I'm probably gonna get rid of, just because it's useless. I mean, it does good cleaning, but I want to breed cherry shrimp, and the amount of shrimp would eat the babies because it's a bigger shrimp. So I'm gonna get rid of it. I'm gonna bring it back to the place I got it from. They'll take it back, and then I'll get, when I trade him in, I'll get another cherry shrimp or something. I don't know. Or I could just put the shrimp in with my giant beta, and he'll eat the thing. He's gotten so big. That's what I was gonna do. Show you my giant mustard gas. So remember, I trimmed all of that. The plants that are in those tanks, I trimmed them down because they're a dark color. Well, these bright green ones came back out of those. So, and there he is. He's about 4.5 inches now. He's huge. Look at the colors. He's a gorgeous fish. His female that I'm going to be breeding him with should be here on the 14th or 15th of next week. And that's going to be a surprise video. I'm doing an unboxing. I also got vinegar eels, so I'm doing a bit of video on how to do those. There's plenty of videos out there, but I'll do one too. The vinegar eels will help a lot with feeding my beta fish fry. Gives them a variety, not just brine shrimp. So the whole idea is to have this tank fill up with plants. I want that heater like completely gone, the cord gone. I don't want to see anything in there except plants. The filter is almost getting covered. You can see at the top. You can barely see the head at the top, but you can see the bottom pretty clearly. but that's about to be covered soon. The heater's getting there. These ones are gonna sprout up and get thick, so that's what I'm hoping anyway. And then I need to fix them. I need to rearrange them. They get tangled up, so you just untangle them and they grow better. Yeah, like, I can't believe how big he is. This is my first time breeding giants, and I'm gonna do it right. I got a nice, beautiful male, and I got a nice, rare, exotic female coming in. That's all I'm gonna say. The video next week will show the rest. And we'll see if they're a breed.